What is up, everybody? How are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. Ads are still playing. We've got about 1 minute of them left. If you are stuck in ads, no worries. We're just getting started, just getting warmed up. Let's see who is in right now. But congrats on the first. Thank you for the snack. Doge, thank you for the snack. Congrats on the 67th snack. Melon, congrats on second. And Coco, congrats on third. Thank you. Hi, lady. Hey, Funkers, 40 minutes late. It is, and you're right to point it out. I have an excuse and I'm going to play the card. I did chores and forgot how long they took. Because some of my parents are overseas for a while. And so, hi, Nem. Thanks for the snack. Parents are overseas right now. So, all the chores are on me. Surviving the winter with this? Melon, I'm not sure. You're talking about the snack pile? I think you are. We've got, if we added everything up, we are probably in the hundreds of lotus seeds right now. Okay, welcome back from ads, everyone. I was just looking at podium and check-ins. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Yep, Doge has hit the funny number. Yeah, and I I should go get about to changing the commands. Hi, Hono. And thanks to everyone who's popping in and lurking today. I see you and I appreciate you. It's not my usual time. Again, it might be my usual time for the time being. My usual streaming hour. Maybe I'll probably push it to like 9 or 10 p.m. once I'm more adjusted. Question mark. We are still manifesting that I get the job. Nothing's been confirmed. I haven't even gone for the interview. But yeah, okay. Let's see. Bump over to the art screen. Okay. So, I lied. Yesterday, let me switch the art tab. Yesterday, I said I would finish the patterns on her wing. I think, yeah, I think I said that. And I didn't. I didn't. Instead, I spent a bit of, not a bit, let's be real, it was a lot of time. We can play the playback on Clip Studio, and we will see that I spent a stupid amount of time on lineup for the lineup here, partially because this is my mouse. Oh, hold on, the cursor is not the right size. There we go. Because this arm kept tripping me out, but you know, that's why I wanted to do it off stream, because I take a while, I think, to get it right if I'm on stream and talking as well. So yeah, I think my brain wants me to do the base color for this, and then we'll do the shading for this and Eternity's art at the same time. So yeah, let's do that. We are gonna have a more meet back stream today. I think I'm a little tired, little worn out, rambling with a bunch of chores and errands today. But it feels nice to stream again. This is okay. Hold on. I'm gonna select the area of the wings. Okay. Uh, yeah, I see. I'm just reading George's message. Have I seen the Singapore Art Book Fair applications? Yes, I have opinions about that, but more than my opinions about that, I would say a good chunk of people talking about it on social media don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And there are people who know what they're talking about. And other people are just kind of making noise, and that's pissing me off so badly. I guess I'll go into a bit of context. I don't know if anyone else has seen it. I don't know if it's breached containment of Singaporean Twitter, but there's this annual event called the Singapore Art Book Fair, and they've announced boothing application things today. And the booths are people walking around with a little box strapped to their necks to put like two books into. If you've been to Thailand and you've seen people on the side of the road selling lottery tickets, it's like that exact setup. Right person. Oh, I haven't. Where's my tablet? There's my tablet. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah, and there's very rightfully a lot of anger about that setup. I don't think there's normal tables, and if I'm not wrong, the booth fee for the funny standing gig is 150 Sing dollars, which is kind of vile for not even getting a proper table. Though just doesn't have a good impression, but she's like whatever. Yeah, I don't think it's the way forward. Like, oh, I've did I have I messed up the? I think I have. Hold on. Um, I've messed up the butterfly patterns already. These big stripes are supposed to be the colored compartments. I'm just going to erase the little notch out of them. Yeah, I don't think it's the way forward, and I think the current backlash against it is quite appropriate, especially from artists and boothers, right? Especially people who frequent the art book fair and audiences. It's like it's a whack price to ask. And their justification for it was they said what lowering or reducing spatial hierarchies. And that I don't think that was a huge problem before, right? In previous art book fairs. Maybe it is. I only as a visitor ever. I've never been a boother there before. But if spatial hierarchies between buyer and seller is something that you are worried about, I don't think the actual physical table has ever been the problem. It is simply that the buyer buyee kind of relationship, right? And as someone who is boothing there, there's already a kind of, not that it's good, but there is an inherent hierarchy in that. But it's not one I think anyone's been a problem with, had a problem with. I don't think anyone would have been pissed if the organizers for Art Book Fair said, we are doing this because we don't have space. I don't know if how many of you are regulars to the Art Book Fair. I'm quite sure their planned venue this year is a lot smaller than it's always been. Apart from maybe like the first few years it started out. I don't know. I wasn't there for the first few years, but it's again I'm not happy with it. I think some of the backlash is deserved, but there's a lot of people making noise about it on social media, bracket Twitter, which I feel have no right. Like, come on, if it's your first time hearing about Art Book Fair, you cannot. I don't think you should speak about it publicly. You don't know what the fuck is up. Like, it's a right. I understand being upset about it, but I don't know. Like, get your facts straight before you yap. That's all. It, more than the news about it, because I think now that the backlash is so strong, especially from artists, right? If you look at the comments specifically on Instagram, a lot of the artists who frequent art book fair as a boother or just someone in the Singapore art scene, they have spoken out about it, and I think those are the more important voices than fuckwits on Twitter who have never attended and aren't going to attend anyway. Then now that they've spoken out about it, I feel that it's only right that art book fair addresses it and changes it. It's some way, whatever. I'm just gonna wait for that. More than the situation itself, it has made the fuckwits on Twitter making noise about it has made me angrier. God. There's one tweet in particular that pissed me off so badly. I don't even remember who made it. Either way, I wouldn't have named them. Who, the funny thing you do when you put an at sign and then you have the little slash, like you're trying to tag someone, but you don't want to tag them. It's just a funny way of addressing. And they tried to tag a few, I think, ministers, maybe the prime minister. I don't remember. But some of like the Singaporean government being like, hey, can we inject life into the arts and culture scene? Shut the fuck up. Like, that's not going to fix anything. That one cheesed me the fuck off so bad. No, it's just, it seems so stupid because they put no effort to accommodate new booksellers whatsoever. Yeah, and here's the thing. Here's the thing that's very baffling about that. Because I think Art Book Fair has been very good about accommodating new sellers in the past. Extremely good. They organized, I think, a zine fair, I think 2023 or 22, right? That was quite encouraging and accommodating towards very new sellers, including younger students. And even within their normal what's that word, art book fairs, they generally do have like entire sections dedicated to new sellers and etc. Where I think it's the lack of space this year that has led them to think that haha walking around with books dangling from your neck is a good idea. That's not it. It's a box hanging from your neck, but still, it's going to be very uncomfortable physically for any of the sellers. Didn't see much on Twitter, but IG is probably more sane. I think so. From what I seen, the people on Instagram are generally a bit more level-headed. Twitter has taken it as a joke and ran with it without really thinking about why. This is the thing that the consensus on Twitter is that it's a greed move, and I'm very sure it's not. Not 100% a greed move. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna speak much more about it because it's just gonna piss me off a bit more. And I don't think I should have replied to you about that in the first place because I knew it was gonna piss me off. I was seething. Again, from shit I saw online. But yeah, to be fair, some of those accounts I have muted, and there are more I'm quite sure I should have muted. Shouldn't have sent it as an early chat. Yeah. But again, but it's also on me. I could have just like not replied to that, so that's fine. I hope everyone's days have been fine. I know now with I knew from last stream that right now it's mad grind period for unis in Singapore, and fortunately, question mark, I'm not studying right now, and I will be treated to what's that word? I'll be treated to the fucking hell. Where is my emote rain? Hold on. I'm trying to. I know I need to refresh emote rain every stream, but the tab for it has disappeared in my OBS. I found it yesterday and refreshed it. Was it in alerts? It's not in alerts. Huh. Yes, it is. Alerts is a folder. Okay, let me just test that real quick. I'm thankful. Okay, there we go. Emote rain's back. I'm thankfully not studying right now, and I feel like this will be a case where after I do the internship, I'm going to be dreading the school again. Because in the past, every time I've like worked in between school on like internships or part time, etc., I have dreaded going back to school. It's just such a different momentum, and I kind of prefer the working vibe. Right? If I'm better at time management, I think the school grind wouldn't be as bad because then I'm spreading like school grind out across a reasonable time frame. But I don't. I don't. Not not in uni, at least from what I've experienced, where a lot of the grind is also project work, where even if you get your shit together, you will have group mates who don't, and half of it is picking up the slack of that. So oh wait, okay, I've forgotten the I'm gonna do the thick bar here again and erase out the little sections again. I really like how that looks and how it's a much more like organic shape, right? From like the little bits we've erased here. Cuvasphere? Yeah. Exactly. Cuvasphere. Speaking okay, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm very curious. Have any of you watched the Louis Theroux documentary on the Manosphere? I haven't watched it because I don't have Netflix, smiley face. I think my sister does. I'll probably steal her account the day I decide to watch it because I had fairly good praise about it. And from what I've heard in the past, Louis Theroux is respected enough a filmmaker and documentarian. Yeah. Actually, okay, it's early. We are early in the year. It's April. We're not halfway through yet. But the movies that have come out this year are honestly like really banger. I don't know how many of you have watched Iron Lung. I think Melon and Okina watched it. Yeah, I think quite sure they did. I watched it twice with two different groups of friends. Really enjoyed it. Very slightly more recently, also Project Hail Mary. When okay, fun little story about that. When the trailer for that dropped, I think it was my second time watching Iron Lung. Right, the trailers before that. Yes, and the premise that was shown in the trailer made me panic a little bit because it's not oddly, it's reasonably similar, believably similar to a comic idea I've been rotating in my head for like years now. I think I can dig up old drafts. I think it was a pre-COVID idea. I haven't done anything with it, as is, I'd say, 90% of my comic ideas. I haven't done shit with it yet. Yeah. Um, but it's also like I guess, one-way space trip that's Earth's last hope, that kind of vibe about it. I was like, fuck, has someone beat me to the punch? With a book, by the way. It's Project Hail Mary, the movie is based on a book, which I didn't know about and didn't read. I plan on getting about to that. I will wait until the library has copies or until thrift shops, when other people who bought the book because of the film read it finish, and leave their copies in the thrift shops. I'll get about to that and just make sure there's no ideas that overlap too heavily. I think the basic premise of it is a one-way space mission to try and save Earth, but the cause of it, the results of it, the themes behind it, the idea I had, and Project Hail Mary is very different, so that's fine. My worries were resolved. I watched a good movie. Something. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. No. Something was tripping me up with the reference. I'm gonna move the reference above my lineup layer. There we go. Because there was a big line blocking it and tripping me up. Okay. There we go. But yeah. My sister and cousin dragged me to watch Hoppers, which I initially wasn't very keen on. Several reasons, one of them just being general a boycott against Disney. But I don't know. I don't hang out with my cousin a lot these days because we are both fairly busy IRL. And she requested it because her parents weren't gonna watch Hoppers because they have no joy and whimsy. So we were like, okay, fine. But no, it was a good film. It was. I I don't okay. I'm trying to think right now. My sister was saying that Disney hasn't had a particularly critically lizard. Yeah, oh no, exactly. Lizard. I'm guessing that's where the lizard meme was from. I think for a while, Disney hasn't had a particularly well received movie. I think Zootopia 2 was quite well received. Hi, Akina, thanks for the snack. Though it says would have watched it for Daniel Chong, but didn't. Ooh, I'm not familiar with Daniel Chong. Actor, comedian. I know, what was it? Bobby Moynihan voiced one of the Beavers, which is really funny because I only know him from like one thing in like the Dropout show. And I showed okay. No worries. Okay, now I was late. I was 40 minutes late. By all means, if you thought that I would start at a reasonable time, like 9 p.m., you're early. This one's so on me. I started at like 8:30. You are having a time? Oh no, is it school related? It might be. Might be. Waiting at 8? Oh, I see. Okay, that's funny. Then you took a train. Okay. Ah, that happens. I've also fucked up with the pattern for this wing somehow, and my brain's not computing how specifically. We got drenched in the rain. Oh no. Yeah, I guess it was island wide because the rain this morning was like fucking horrible, right? Like my parents flew out. They're going on a holiday. They flew out in like the mid afternoon, around 4. And before that, they were like, damn, we ran out of this and that and this and that. Hey, Kuva, can you go pop over to like the grocery store and drugstore and help us get it? I was like, fine, I got drenched as fuck as well. Oh, yeah, but I had the luxury of going home and changing after the errands were run. Okay, now I had to function the rest of the day in wet shoes. Oh, that's vile. That's vile. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Nightmare. Nightmare. For real. I the only thing that I don't know if you were in uni, but sometimes it happens to me. Like I get drenched as fuck on the way to uni, and the only thing that stops me from taking off like shoes and socks right outside is that wet socks are fucking disgusting, like a disgusting smell. And I'm not going to subject my schoolmates to that unless someone else does it before me. I'm like, thank fucking god. Now your shoes are in the wash, so they don't stink. Understandable. Yeah, I totally get it. It's wild. Whole day in it. Damn. Nightmare stuff. Mhm. This is, I don't know how common this is in other countries. I've heard jokes about like the international exchange student showing up to class in like Adidas lights, like a 9 a.m. class, and they show up at 10 a.m. in Adidas lights. Like, there's a certain point where we hit the rainy season in Singapore, and I only show up to school in slides or sandals. You're also covered in mosquito bites, very first world problems. Hmm. I would I would argue that getting drenched in the rain, getting mosquito bites are slightly more universal. Right. I think people in the past didn't have to worry about like phones and laptops and the rain was a fun thing. Question mark? No, unless you're trying to build a fire outside and then everything's damp and like your fire's fucked. All you're talking about going to going to school in slides. In which case, I'll agree with you. Very much so. Mm, where is this section? Huh. Oh, 20 stream streak. Hell yeah. Congrats, okay, and thank you. 20 streams, let's fucking go. Mm, I was talking, oh, right, yeah, okay. Movie. You've been coughing all day. Oh no. Oh no, I think we might be hitting up on the flu season in Singapore. Please take care. I was at the hospital the other day for my regularly scheduled tea shot, and just a couple of nurses in the same room were like chatting. And one of them was like, hey, why is everyone coming in today coughing? And the other one was like, oh yeah, it's like the changing weather. It's like that now. Like them. Not happy about it. Not a huge fan of flu season. And when I fell sick in January, that lasted so long that frankly, if I fell sick this soon again, I'm going to crash out bad. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. That doesn't do well with polluted air. That's true. We've also had a haze problem recently. Polluted air and whatnot. Horrible. Yeah. The bus, I don't know if it's gonna be as bad today because it rained quite heavily. Normally, that gets rid of a good number of pollutants in the air, but not all of them. It could still be bad, and the nighttime wind can bring some bad haze in as well. But yeah, every time we even start to smell a bit of haze coming in, we just shut all the windows. My sister's throat and lungs don't do well with haze, and I don't. My eyes, I don't know if you guys get this, but in polluted air, my eyes itch so badly, and they're just watering 24/7. And then I have to leave the house and do normal things, and I'm just sobbing the whole time. Mm, awful. Okay. I'm wondering. I should. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna change plans just a little bit. I am going to start the shading for Eternity instead. And then after this, we will work on the base colors and then shading for Sakata. I'll probably adjust some things with her as well. I can see there's a little bit of like line up bleeding in her skirt. And there's some things like the inconsistency with the diamond sizes and like the shape of her hair, which I'll tweak a little bit. Yeah. That's for later. We can color Eternity as a little treat. Okay, now I have to use eye drops, man. Man. Yeah. That's fucking awful. Hit in the throat, in the eyes. Man. Hate it. I'm not sure. I should probably read a news article or two about this. I'm not entirely sure what's causing the air pollution in Singapore right now, right? In this period. From what I heard, there were forest fires in a neighboring country, but I can't remember which. Okay, we can hide her reference now? Yes. Okay. Um. Okay. I can do minor adjustments to the colors later. Let's see if it foreign fires in northern Thailand. Right. That's okay now. I see. Man. Not fun at all. I guess this is part of why I don't know if you've seen it. If anyone's been on Twitter a lot recently, there are a lot of jokes about all of Southeast Asia being plunged into hell right now, and that's a part of it. Bangkok's experiencing heat waves up to 52 Celsius. I saw it's horrible. It's fucking horrible. I have a few friends there. I think yesterday it hit 51 Celsius. I'm not sure about today. I saw on like their social media they're huddling together in like malls and like the uni library just to dodge the bullshit heat. Honestly, same. So would I. Ah, awful. Not not a big fan of climate change at all, as if that's something to be said. But like it's just the effects are here. The effects are here and people are experiencing them. Yet big power does not want to treat it as something that's already here. Oh well. That's for me to crash out about in a different context, I think. Yeah, I think I don't know. I saw an article. I'm quite sure Songkran is next week, right? I think what the 13th or 14th. That's the I New Year. I'm not 100% sure, but that's also the festival with a lot of like water. Right, and from what I heard in Bangkok, like you can just be out walking on the streets and you will be put into Songkran festivities. So people are putting like electronics into Ziploc bags and all that. Bracket fun, bracket positive. But yeah, I don't know how the heat crisis question mark, I guess, will affect it. Because I know the energy crisis is definitely affecting it, right? From what I hear, tourism numbers are way down because just a lot less people are traveling right now due to flight and gas prices. So yeah, that's. Can you imagine being out in the Bangkok heat and getting splashed by water and then just having to let that evaporate as you make your way home? Man, love Songkran. I would like to experience it one day, actually. I think that would be fun, right? Like big city getting fucked the hell up with water on your way about, and then going to somewhere where there is a dedicated celebration and then just playing there. That would be fun. I think that's for another time, right? With less climate and energy issues. But let's be real, when's that happening? in this economy? Okay, let's not talk about that. Because I'm gonna get stressed about that. Ooh, okay. Right now, I don't know if you guys have heard this song before, listened to this band, but I just like it. I think it should be appearing on my screen. My OBS still doesn't capture Spotify unless it's pulled up on on the screen. It's not where the highlights are. So it doesn't automatically update. I was hoping. I know OBS had a big UI change in the time I wasn't streaming, and I was hoping that would fix it. It doesn't. I know you can play music through or something like Mix It Up, but I'm lazy to figure out how that works. Also, okay, hold on. These feel a bit stiff. These two feel a bit. Highlights feel a bit stiff. I'm going to. I think I'm gonna select a darker shade. Can you see it? Yes, you can see I'm using a kind of leaf green as the highlight color right now. I'm going to bump that down to a not darker blue, and use it as a hair highlight, especially on like the bangs. And this, I think that leaves towards the end, back of her head, not back, no, but away from the light. They are fine. But I think it'd be nice to have them not be as bright as the leaves closer to the light. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's a bit too dark. Maybe. Yeah, okay, I think this works. Yeah. Okay, let's get that green back. Yeah. I think the highlights on her dress are what they are. I think it's kind of down to how I color the individual parts after this and how I blend it in to make it look more natural. I'm gonna add some highlights to her wings first in their own layer because right now they are darkish green. I think they do well with brighter yellow highlights, right? No, it's a bit not that bright yet. Just to make them. Okay. I'll add in the colored spots on her wings. The purples and blues real quick. But she's kind of got bisexual flag wings. That's cute. Yeah. Then the last, okay, I've simplified it. We can do three. Yeah, we can do three pink, three blue. I'll make the. Um. Okay. Okay. I've got 7 sections on the. What's that word? This side of the wing. It's her right, our left. I think. Yeah. I'm trying to get a blue that matches, but the original shade of blue in the reference is just a bit too dark for the slightly lighter lineup. I don't know if I've ever spoken about this on stream. I generally don't use a solid black outline. Yeah. And this one is also a dark brown and not black either. So I'm quite sure the original uses a pure black. And the blue is just a little too dark for the lineup we have. Okay, I think this shade of blue is good. Then we'll make the insides of her wing. I might have colored these on the wrong layer. Oops. Haha. Well. Well. Yeah, we'll get these a few shadows in. Yeah. And I think we might add some, for lack of a better word, like marbling. A few different like little panels of her wing. Yeah, I wouldn't know what you call it. It's a bit, I guess, a bit more of like a watercolor effect, where they're roughly all the same shade and hue. It's just texture. Yeah, texture. I I think maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, texture. So I don't think we'll be able to replicate the look and feel of real butterfly wings, which they're gorgeous, but they're very delicate and silky, which I think would take me a bit of studying to figure out how to replicate in art. So, okay. Speaking about improving stuff in art, I was thinking before the big, big conflu of 2026 that I think it'd be really useful for me to study, like properly study material textures and stuff, because that's one of the things I suck so fucking badly at. And in uni, I have a friend who does fashion design as a hobby, and in her like designs, I you've seen it like the fashion drawings. One of the things she struggles with the most is getting material texture, and that is important, right? To try and like, especially for a fashion designer, to figure out how that looks. But she does it. She struggles with it, but she does it, and it looks so fucking good. I think at like a really good depth and haha texture to something like character design drawings. Yeah. Also, I don't know why this just came back to mind. And we were talking about movies earlier, and Doge brought up Daniel Chong, and I still don't know who that is. I should Google actually. But I remember that voice cast was kind of stacked. I didn't recognize everyone, but like between me, oh, creator of Me Bear Bears, I see. Okay, right. And my sister was telling me what's that word? What's his name? Bobby Marler. He also voiced one of the bears. I knew him from something from hit streaming platform Dropout, but it wasn't relevant. It's not all things considered important. It just came to mind again. I was curious, but I could have googled it. It's fine. Mm, uh, I'm not surprised you worked on it. The animals were cute. They were cute and animal in a way that sometimes studios fail to understand. Like the cuteness of an animal comes from its animal behaviors, right? And not just because of how it looks. Like, do you guys see the hit tweet where it's like what toy manufacturers think are cute versus what like people actually find cute? And it's a bright pink kitten with huge like glittery eyes versus a very not realistic, a more anatomically accurate little grey cat with a bow. That's like so fucking real though. That's what's cute. I have some like kawaii plushies and all that. They're not anything extremely exaggerated either. Right. Like if that makes sense. Like they are generally fairly similar to what the animal looks like. No huge cartoonish exaggerations. Also, I've just realized that my nighttime white light filter has kicked on and I'm so not seeing the colors as they are. Hold on, let me get that switched off. Yeah, it always makes what I'm drawing appear warmer than it actually is. And I think overall, if I'm using like the relative colors like against each other, it's not as bad because then they're still cohesive as a color palette. But then I'm thinking art looks warmer when it's not, etc. I do think her palette looks better as a warm palette, actually. So I might do some adjustments to that in a bit. Of reference is a very cool tone though, and I'm kind of torn between what to do. I've also just noticed this highlight, this highlight on the left here doesn't match the white source, so let me add that back in. Okay. Um, right, what's the song that's playing right now is the Bastille cover of killing me softly, which is so fucking good. And for what? And for what? Who asked him to pop off this fucking heart? Hmm. I like the original song quite a lot, but this is I kind of lost my mind. First time I listened to it, don't know why. Bracket, is it a gay thing? Who knows? Who knows? Hmm. Where was I? Yes, skin render. Hmm. Trying to think. Trying to think. Okay, we're gonna do a slightly brighter red. Yeah, we're gonna do a brighter red on like where the shadow part and the non-shadow parts meet. I'm always a bit too afraid to use like a very out there saturation for these. Even though that's what I what I like when I see art with this shed question mark like a line where the shadow meets. I feel like there's a name for it and I forgot. The ones where it pops out and it's really saturated. They're the ones that stick out in my mind. I'm always a bit too afraid to use it. I can't remember. I don't know if it was something commonly used or popular before. Huh. Mod smite that. Smite that. How do I smite that? It's uh okay, thank you, Okina. I was looking for the button for it. Thank you. That's something I'll need to reacquaint myself with. I was not good at mod operations before, and I'm 4 months out of it. I'm not any better at them. Moat. Hell yeah, Okina. Thank you. That's okay. Hmm. Can I block whole phrases, like auto mod whole phrases, like just cheap viewers as a phrase? Because I know there's another bot message that goes around like that as well. It's just a different domain, which that I've blocked on Okina's advice. Thank you again for that. I'll figure that out after the stream. That's all good. Oh god, this is the funny thing. They so don't feel real to me. I keep thinking today's a Wednesday and it's not. I don't know why. Like a while ago, my parents said something like, what did he say? I think they just said, or they sent a message to her family group chat that they were traveling on the 7th of April. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a Wednesday. And it never changed in my head. And then when I got the job interview offer, I'm like, oh no, yeah, no, the 7th is not Wednesday. Can you imagine if I thought they were flying off tomorrow and I was like, chill about it? I can ban a face. Can I make an recommend an extension that makes streaming better? 7TV. I have heard of it. Can swipe to time out a ban. Okay, that sounds good. Is 7TV not the one with a lot of emotes? Or am I wrong? Maybe that might have been another thing. But okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna write that down on my phone real quick and look into that. Huh? Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw a message and I got confused, but I misread it. It's fine. Oh, okay, it is the one with the emote. Didn't know 7TV did other extensions. Yeah, because the emotes annoyed me. I had it a while. Iconic emote spam. Yeah, I had it a while on Doja's recommendation, but I didn't like the emotes, so I got rid of it. Yeah, I'll look into the mod stuff actually. I didn't know about that. Thanks, okay now. Okay, this shadow on this arm looks really stiff. If anything, I need to learn. It's that there's never really that much. There's never really that much shadow. Right, there's always a bit less shadow than I think that is. I just have a heavy hand. And I'm render happy for a lack of a better phrase. But it's fine if it's simple. And in fact, because this is going to become a little thicker, when the shading is simple, it's better as well. So, right, like sometimes it can be on very small surfaces. If it's a fairly complex shade, not all the tones carry across when it's printed out into something small. So yeah, simple blocks easier. I don't know if any of you remember what this blue section on her shirt looked last night, but I also changed it this morning because I realized they were way too small. Right? Like imagine it being very screen accurate to the kind of dots in her reference. Yeah, when it's shrunk down, it's gonna be very difficult to pass out. What's up? Where's the little purple? I'm live. Yes, I'm live. Hi, Fox. How are you? No, go to bed. You should be. Yes, you should be sleeping. Yeah, you're quite a ways behind me in the time zone. You've not seen me in forever. That's true. I haven't streamed in a while. I've been okay. I've been okay. All things considered. Very cute, excited emote. Right. I think I've like forgot to share with you guys, but Fox made me a clapping emote as well after I did the Christmas drawing. And it's completely slipped my mind to add that to my list of emotes, but I will do that after stream. Yes, 9:30 a.m. and you what the no, no, it is important, folks. Go to bed. Oh my god, what do you mean 9:30 and you haven't slept? Do you not have something in the day where you will need to have slept for it? Even if it's like a late afternoon thing? That's very sweet, but sometimes you need to self-care. You can't sleep. You could try, right? Like, I don't know if you've seen the study where it says lying down with your eyes closed with the intention to sleep is better than like not trying at all. I don't know. Your decisions, right? Your life. If you face horrible negative consequences, that's unfortunate. Trying for past 3 hours, okay. Yeah, I get it. Then at that point, it's frustrating. Yeah, okay, I'll accept that. Taking 20 minutes to make sure you, you don't lose streaks. Amazing priorities. Oh, I didn't lock earlier. Fantastic priorities, and then just sleep again. Ooh, okay. I think this qualifies within 24 hours as when I last streamed. So, that's the wrong button. But I think since you missed stream yesterday, you won't miss the streak anyway, right? If you see streak. I wish I had control over that if you missed it. I would like to return it because I just wanted to come back with a little fanfare yesterday. You like supporting streamers, it brings you your heart joy. Understandable. Very understandable. Oh no! Oh man! Zero stream. Damn. Okay, that sucks. Even though it's within a 24-hour period. Nah, oh well. Is the shading of her hair too dark a shade of blue, or am I just going insane? See me live in ages. You're gonna say hi, anime? Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Hello, indeed. I hope you sleep well and dream sweet dreams. Next time you attempt to go to sleep. Since the Christmas stream, yeah. No, I dreamt one more time after that, I think, or two more times. Because I know I did one going into 2026, and then I got hit with con flu bad. and was out of it for 2 weeks, and then other life things happened. Yeah, but I'm okay now. I'm mostly recovered. It's flu season again in Singapore, and if I get hit another time, I'm going to be so pissed off. But as of right now, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, okay. I'm as good as I can be. You've never gotten con flu before? That yeah, you're very lucky. I think I'm not sure what it's like other countries. In Singapore, I'm quite sure it's particularly bad because the con halls are relatively smaller, but there's still a lot of people, and so you're in so close proximity, you get like sick bad. And you saw that many? Ooh, okay, that's lucky. That's lucky. I've only boosted twice, and I've helped out a friend once, and I got sick once. Cause one of the first time I boosted was on high volume, and the time I boosted a friend was after the EOY incident where I got mad fucking confused. So I was already wearing a mask because I was afraid. But yeah, that's lucky. I brought a mask to the 2 days I boosted, but I forgot to put it on like one of the days. And the second day when I remembered, it was like afternoon. Ooh, you've been doing it since before 2018, not during COVID times. Understandable. Okay, that's mad lucky. That's mad lucky. I done it for, I guess, like one plus around over, slightly over 1 year now, and I already got it. Wear a mask. Yeah. Okina smart. But also Okina had like mad sore throat at the time, right? Like mad fucking sore throat. Because that's when Okina popped by the table to say hi and then we hung it out. And Okina was chuckling. But yeah, I need to not forgo to wear a mask in the future. The one I helped my friend out with was outdoors, and I was worried that it would be really hot and I would sweat and get mad acne. Mad fucking acne from the mask. But then it was extremely good weather. Like the gods, the gods of breathing blessed us and that market that day. No, it doesn't think she wore a mask. It just your immune system is just insane. During cons, you're the biggest advocate for masking the COVID times. Lucky. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you've not gotten con flu. Yeah, immune system insane. To be fair, I rarely ever get con flu as an attendant. I'm trying to think back now, and I don't. Okay, I've gotten con flu as an attendant, as an attendee to a con once, and I was cosplaying that time. And I'm guessing it's not about the like amount of people in the crowd. It's just how many people you interact with. Because yeah, when I was cosplaying, I stopped and talked to like a lot of people who recognize me, or people that I recognize. It was for a small fandom. I don't think many people recognize me, but I was. Okay, I'll yap about that in a second. Not been that since the mega cons yet. Understandable. But yeah, even then, you just need one or two little freaks with the flu coming in with the flu to give you the flu. It's just I think a bigger con increases the likelihood of how many freaks with the flu come in. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay. When that time I did the cosplay, I was dragged into a group of extremely extroverted people, and I was horrified. Because they kind of traveled in a pack everywhere. Like one person invited me to cosplay with him and another friend. and then on the day the person who invited me was like, hey, I'm bringing another friend and we are meeting like 3 more friends. I'm like, sure, yeah, the con, whatever, it is what it is. And then but during the con, he stopped so many times. Oh, thanks for the snack box. They stopped so many times to like talk to other attendees they recognize, and it was so many, boothers or not. Insane. And I think there was another time it was just the two of us and a different friend from the other cosplayer. we just sat to like catch up and talk. And then afterwards, I had class, right? So I was gonna zoom off to my uni. And the cosplay friend was like, "Hey, I've got nothing else on the day. Can I go with you?" I was like, "Oh, sure, but I don't think you can sit in class." And he was like, "Yeah, no problem." So the two of us went with the third friend who's in no, not class after con. Thankfully, not. That was a different incident. Although I have had class after a con, but different incident. And he tagged along with two of us who were going to class anyway. And apparently, we didn't know that he had another mutual friend in our he had another mutual friend in our uni, didn't tell us, just texted that person, "Hey, wanna hang out?" And the person was like, "Sure." And then we came out of our class during a break to find him talking to three more people. like three more people, as in that one friend plus three of that person's classmates. Horrifying. Horrifying. I'm so scared. Oh my god. Extroverts, indeed, extroverts everywhere. Okay. There was a convention in Singapore once on a Saturday, which I think, okay, I don't know if you guys have, in other countries, have to face the horrible experience of makeup classes, right? So, not makeup as in like cosmetics classes, but um, so if a class falls on a public holiday, sometimes universities and teachers don't account for that. So you come back on another day, right? Another day after the public holiday, and then it's normally a weekend. Usually Saturday, they avoid Sundays. You go back on a Saturday to have another class. Yeah, not cosmetics class. Yeah. And there was a con that day. I planned on going, but the queues were fucking disgusting. And I was like, fuck it. So I just went to class and I sat around doing some like work and reading for the class. And then it turns out one of the cosplay friends. Okay, should I just name them? Should I not name them? Name them. My cosplay friend is A, and he has 50 billion friends B, C, and etc. But friend C is the other person I cosplayed with and got con flu, and person C is that classmate, right? And he came into class and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, we went to the con." He came to into the class in cosplay, by the way, like a fucking king. I don't remember who it was. It was from an anime I don't watch, but it's a fairly plain clothes thing, right? Like it's a bit overdressed for Singapore weather, but otherwise I could not tell it was a cosplay. Because it's like, yeah, like a character with black hair, no glasses, fairly civilian fit, and he came into class. I was like, "Cool fit, bro. I didn't know you dressed like that." I was like, "No, this isn't my normal fit. It's cosplay." Going through a whole con and not immediately crashing after it would be insane. Yeah, I think there's a lot of cons in Singapore are all artist alley, and they're a bit smaller in scale, right? Not as many meetups, not as many like activities, no concert hall, no photo ops or signings. It's just walking circles in the artist alley, which I enjoy a lot. Oh fuck, my Tamagotchi shed itself and it went to sleep. So it's not going to let me clean its poop. It will just sleep and poop. Oh fuck, ad started. Oh no. Okay. Ad started. I'll take a little 2 minute break until the end. I'll see you soon. I'll type this into chat for all my friends stuck in ads. Hold on. I'm gonna go break you should. Ooh. Yeah, after ads. There we go. Okay, yes, enjoy the music. I'm gonna go get more water. I'll see you in about a couple of minutes. Okay, welcome back from ads, everyone. I hope that wasn't too bad, and I hope you got to take a little break. Uh, I, I popped into Letty's stream during the break, and I'm just hearing her go insane over Sonic in the background, and I'm going to have to mute her now because I'm gonna burst out laughing. Oh, thanks for the luck. Don't check all the best for school. You can do it. I believe in you. But okay, what was I saying? Yes, we were talking about cons. Yes, yes, cons. Yes, oops, all artists alley, not dealer's dance. I'm assuming dealer's dance is a kind where it's mostly official art or official resellers, right? And like card sellers, like TCG card sellers, question mark. Okay, I just realized that the shade of blue in the highlights of the leaves now make it look like it's transparent. Oh, transparent. Okay. Dealers dance game, but even now some sketchy stuff. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not I don't think dealers dance are as common in Singapore. I'm gonna Google it real quick. Can I cook unofficial resellers? So the folks who buy 100 Pokemon offering toys $5 each and sell each figure for $5. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Unofficial resellers. At least some the ones you see, yeah. Making sense. I'm kinda thinking about the ones that I've seen mostly, that kind of fits the descriptions as well. Mostly unofficial resellers. I've seen a lot of like toys and blind box resellers more so than anything. And in Singapore, those are a thing, but they're normally mixed with original art and stuff. Yeah, I get that. They're not my favorite. I look, but it's never the yeah. It's not the main draw for me when I attend an event. They're just there. Not super big on them. Oh my god, speaking of cons, there was a Singapore K-pop convention recently, and I thought it was gonna be a flop because the marketing for it was kind of bad. But then my sister went there and she was like, hey, you wanna have dinner at the mall? I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it. And since it was a free entry thing, I just went in to walk and it was packed. I'm sorry I ever doubted K-pop and like K-pop fans. They showed the fuck up. It was a free entry thing and they had like a face mask doll gift as well. Quite sure I saw someone like go in and out with two different like ticket codes with different emails to get more mascots. Fucking bless them. Yeah, Artist Alley is always my favorite. It's mine too, Fox. It is mine too. Like 90% of the time, I'm at a con just for Artist Alley. Official goods are fun. Official what's that word? Official booths can be nice, but I'm kind of at a stage where I'm not really watching anything like mad popular anymore. And well, if Pretty Cure would ever like to have a big booth here, I'll show up for that. I think apart from the release of a fan-made touhou roguelike or platform, I can't remember which. They had a big booth in Singapore AFA, and that is the only official booth I've like had fun at. Free entry cons big traffic, but folks buy less from vendors, at least in your experience. Yeah, I've heard that too. Definitely. Right, because there's a lot of people there just to take a little look-see with no real intention of buying, and because there's like no entry fee, that's less things. I feel from my experience as an attendee and what I've heard from peers. Sorry, I'm just distracted. I think the lighting on this leaf on her dress is a bit distracting the way it is, so let me edit that. But once you've paid an entry fee, you feel like you should like buy something, then it's worth your time. Feelings here again. Means you must away. Thanks for the yeah. Thank you for the Thanks for tuning in. Very fun talking to you. Go sleep. I should quickly pivot from this topic because I have known you to speak. Even after a good night's a good night. Let's okay. I'm trying to think if I've watched any. Oh no, okay. I was gonna go back quickly to the topic of movies. I'm trying to think if I've seen anything I haven't talked about yet. But yes, I have, just not theatrically, because during my big pick of January 2026, I did my one TV show watch of the year. And then a while later, I think in February, March, some of you, I don't want to talk about this because it pisses me off. I injured my leg in March, and then I had a second big sick incident of 2026. But it wasn't virus sick. It was me to blame, so I felt less bad about that one. I finally finished watching Wonderful Pretty Cure. It's cute. It's cute. It's nothing highbrow. It lacks a lot of the solid character development that the Pretty Cure series has proven itself capable of. But that dog, that fucking dog gives me cuteness aggression every time I see it, even like 50 episodes in. So I'd say that's a huge win. I enjoyed it. The movie fucking sucked ass so bad. Oh god, but that's okay. That's over with. I watching it from the comfort of my home, which means I can scroll my headphone while I watch and play a silly mobile game. Yeah. I don't think. I was gonna say yes, in the start of January, after the Conflu incident, I my one assigned new show watch of the year turned out to be a lot of stuff from the streaming service Dropout, right? Who made the hits like I'm gonna sound like a fucking ad read for them. I don't know if you've heard like Make Some Noise and Game Changer, right? You might have seen like a little clip of them on TikTok or YouTube where there's three comedians and they're given a prompt and they like, yeah, they they perform it. That one and also the D&D thing Dimension 20, which I haven't gotten about to watching. Because sometimes I'm not in it to follow a storyline. I just want to hee hee ha ha. But I really enjoy it. W. It also triggered a huge wave of memories in me, and it turns out, and I've forgotten this, I used to watch so many of the College Humor sketches. Okay, now sis, why did I say TikTok like a boomer? I'm very surprised you picked up on that. I just sometimes I also spell it like that, like T TICKTOCK, just to annoy people sometimes for the fun of it. And people don't always pick up on it, but you do, and that's funny. I it's one of those things, but since I'm not keeping up with any of the people who use it, I might as well piss them off. And that's my fun. Yeah. What was I saying? Dropout show. Did I finish the topic and move on? Oh, I was not about to move on, I think. Oh my god. One of the shows oh no, I was done with that. I was gonna talk about Dropout before it was Dropout and it was College Humor. I watched so many of their fucking sketches and forgot until I saw some of the old cast members just hanging around in like the different shows. I think Emily Exford was in a lot of them in like the era that I used to watch a lot. I was like, what the fuck? I know that lady. But I think, if anything, I was watching a lot of the Adam Ruins everything. Like, clips. I don't think I watched the full episodes, but College Humor posted a lot of clips. Or it might have originated as sketches. Who knows? But in one episode of Game Changer, he was there, and you hear his voice, and I'm like, what? Huh? I know that man from where? And then all the memories came back. It's great. Love it, love it. Okay, and it's very fun as well. If you watch any of the College Humor shorts on YouTube and you go into the comments from a particular era, there are people saying things like, "Hey, I love you guys' content, and I love series like Russia's Plum, but I think the streaming service is us." that like it's way too early of a move. I don't think it's gonna last, guys. And things like, oh no, we're gonna have to say goodbye to like college humor. Oh no, dropout's not gonna work, guys. And like now, I feel like the brand loyalty to college humor slash dropout is stronger than ever, and that's kind of insane. Watch a lot of the Emily and Merv stuff and Bleem. Yeah, right. Yeah, that also. The Bleem, Brennan Lee Mulligan in the CEO of this of like the CEO sketches. I watched those as well. I didn't realize it was him or college humor. I don't remember when it clicked in my head that they were the same guy, but it did. Yeah, I'm not sure if I ever watched any of the like specific Emily and Murph stuff, but I didn't, for whatever reason, recognize Murph. Mostly just Emily. I'm guessing it's because the era of sketches I was watching, it was her and Siobhan, which were like the only two women, so they stuck up in my head a bit more. As bad as that sounds, but like high key, the white men faces blended together in my head, and I didn't recognize a good chunk of them, except Emily. And I don't know how many of you remember Cynthia Cow from a lot of the like the older sketches. They're not that old on you, right? Like you can kind of like split them out through like eras of cast members, and she's in a weird spot time where it's very difficult to phrase. It's definitely when they moved to the LA office, right? I think yeah, definitely the LA office. But she appeared in one of the Smarty Pants episodes. At first, I thought they just had people in the audience for fun, and I was like, damn, are they gonna let her present? And she presented, and like, bro, I was fucking standing and clapping and cheering. It's kind of nice that they invite alumni back, and they're still in touch. It's very cute. Makes me happy. I think the funniest alumni that they bring back every time is still Josh Rubin. Because from what I heard, he lives in New York and they have to fly him out. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah. That's been keeping me occupied. It's fucking insane. To be a company that respects like the people who work with you like that throughout like different iterations of your company this much and have the fan support throughout, it's delightful. It's one of those things, well and truly, like I feel like Taskmaster fans are in a fairly similar road. Like either watch it casually or you go fucking insane about it. And there's a certain point I cross with both, but I realize I went insane about it. I'm like, damn. I think for Taskmaster it's easier to spot because in some episodes they have very specific callbacks to old episodes. Then I notice them and I feel smart about it. And I go look in the comments and one person's pointed it out. And there's 15 people replying again, wow, I didn't notice that. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm insane. But yeah, that's a lot of comedy stuff has been keeping me entertained and occupied in these past few months. It's been fun. Love it. I don't know if, okay, we're not gonna pivot fully. I don't know how much of you get your stand-up comedy fix off of YouTube, but there's this channel called Dry Bar Comedy that features a lot of different comedians in for like a 40-minute set or like 20 to 40-minute set. And they release those full sets for free on YouTube. And I think pre-COVID days, I watched that so much, just like for fun. And I think after I started watching a lot of comedy stuff on YouTube, I went back to that just for fun to tune in. And I'm like, I don't know if it's just because that was one of my first exposures to full stand-up comedy sets, because before that, they mostly came to me in like short clips. I don't know YouTube shorts, no reels, etc. That was pre-COVID, yeah. But they would just be clipped individually and put up on YouTube. And every time I saw a full like a set with callbacks and stuff, it blew my mind. I was like, damn, this shit is like fire. Why aren't these stand-ups like world renowned? And I've watched it again, and let's be clear, they're all still really good. Like a lot of the people featured there are good. But I don't remember a lot of the people by name. Even going back to rewatch some stuff, I'm quite sure I watched and I remember none of it. It's not bad by any means. It's just insane how quickly someone's taste can change, especially with exposure. I think comedy, especially, is one of the things where exposure changes your taste so quickly. Because comedy, a lot of it is surprise, right? They talk about like the element of surprise when you've heard a joke and you kind of know the direction it's going, unless it's told in a really good way, unless it's put on like the rug's put under you, it's not going the direction you think it is, and it's setting up something to sound like it is. It's not funny, right? Like if you can tell the punchline's coming, unless it's done really well, it's not that funny. But yeah, I don't know. Wild stuff. I don't know. YouTube is becoming such a big distribution platform for like full comedy sets. I think back in the pre-COVID era when I was watching a lot of dry bar stuff, it wasn't that big yet from what I remember, right? Like any full sets up there were, let's be real, pirated. It's quite rare, yeah, quite rare. But then now you have people like Josh Johnson just uploading full sets to YouTube on the regular. Like to his YouTube, very new. Hello. Not sure how to pronounce your name there, but welcome in. Fun emote you've got there. But yeah, stuff like that. It's, oh my god, it's insane. YouTube, I guess YouTube Rap in 2025 and like my top three channels. So I think all comedy. Yeah, yeah. My top three most watched channels were, I think, Taskmaster, Josh Johnson, and YouTube gamer and streamer Call Me Kevin. That's fun. My sister, I sent it to my sister and she called me smooth brained for it because she apparently gets her fact about, I guess, aviation and maritime disasters out of YouTube and she finds them educational. I'm not smooth brain. I just get those facts from books. Fuck you, no. Different purposes. Yeah, she doesn't watch many documentaries. She watches stuff off YouTube. She doesn't like to read books. I get it. It feels educational to you. Any freak can make a YouTube video, and their sources can be dog shit. I will say many YouTubers do good research. I just don't put my full academic faith in most YouTube channels. I go there for entertainment. And to be called smooth brain and to be called smooth brain for it from my sister of all people is funny. There, there are a good chunk of, I'd say, slightly more educational channels than the comedy stuff I watch, which my sister would not know about. There's this guy on YouTube I really like called Stand Up Maths, which explains maths concept through the lens of comedy. He's a lot of fun. He's called me a nut for watching that. I sent something to her once. I think I don't remember what it was specifically, but it was using like I think okay was it him that did the do you remember when Dream hit hit YouTuber and streamer Dream was accused of cheating his Minecraft speedruns and he released an insane word doc, I think, calculating the probability of it, claiming that it was possible and he wasn't cheating. I think Stand Up Mets did an insane response, reanalyzing the statistics of his run with like figures that were known to the speedrunning moderators, figures which are public information basically. Saying basically like, yeah, no, he fucking cheated. There's no way, not in like a billion fucking years, is this a legit like series of runs. And I sent that to my sister and she was like, wow, nerd. So yeah, no, she had no fucking right calling me smooth brain. she's not even gonna watch the world's funniest video debunking like not debunk a cheating defense, or yeah, if that's what you call it. The cheating allegations were not debunk the allegations were proved true. He was debunking the defense for the allegation. I was gonna say alligators. Allegations. Yeah. Oh, actually, it just occurred to me. Oh, maybe a tone scraping texture for the wings would actually turn out pretty nice. I'm gonna clip this on a different layer and we will see how that goes. This isn't. These are not the tone. Okay, this might be more it. Are the tone scraping brushes I kind of want. We're gonna up the particle density as well. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's working. I might change the color of these and then we'll erase around where the black lines are. Yeah, no, I like these. Nice. Okay, where are... Okay, and we can erase them from this layer. Yeah. I think I'm also going to erase... Oh, that's not... I'm going to erase some of the light on the wings and we're going to darken the brown lines just to give it that bit more contrast. Yeah, I like this. I like this. I'm going to try... Something about her hair. Something feels a bit off. I'm thinking it's something in the highlights, right? Like it needs to be a bit more complete. Right now it doesn't feel complete. Ooh, okay. I think the hard highlights on the leaves in her hair aren't working for me. I'm gonna try to make them just a bit softer. Okay, yeah. I think this works. Yeah. I'm gonna also adjust some of the saturation in her hair. Ooh, that's a bit bright. And the hue, okay, yeah, no, I think this is a bit closer to what I was envisioning. Okay. I think maybe it's partially in the hue. We're going to change the hue back. And I'm going to adjust the saturation and contrast on that. Contrast. There we go, brightness, contrast. I'm going to down the contrast just a little bit, but up the brightness. This isn't it. This is a bit washed out. This is... Then we're going to go back to saturation here and just bump it up a little. I think this is a bit more to what I was picturing. No, yeah, the unedited saturation still... Yeah, okay, I like this. We're gonna put back a bit more of the pink purple highlight. So, oh, I forgot to lock it again. And I'm trying to think. How much of this... Oops, that's not the right color. Occlusion we might need in the clothes as well. We're gonna can probably do a darkish blue for the wings. Oh, I keep looking at my little screen preview on OBS and like the amount of space the canvas takes up on it is always comically small. Please understand that, like, cause I'm gonna print these out as stickers. I'm trying to picture how they would be in real size, so I'm shrinking the canvas just to make sure everything looks okay in like the printer scale. But on screen it looks so weird because it's so small. Like that. Okay. We will all have to live with it as is. I don't know if the shading on her skirt here is a bit too to I think this is fine right now. But I've lightened some of the what's that word? I guess shadows. Yeah. Okay, this is good. I like this. I like this. I love these. I think they're called ambient occlusion, but I'm also quite sure that's a term used more so in 3D rendering than like flat. I'm gonna say flat drawing. I mean to say 2D drawings, 2D art. But it's when light bounces off one thing. I really like using them, and I've been doing them since I heard the advice in like 2016, 17. But back then I was so heavy-handed with the shading. It looked insane. If I can find one of the old pieces, I really want to redraw them one day on stream for fun. Like a few of my old pieces. Last year I thought about it because I started doing digital art quite solidly in 2015, so I had a lot of 10-year-old drawings, but I definitely have a lot of like 10-year, 11-year-old drawings now to do. So yeah, I'll see. I'll see. What else? I'm trying to. Oh yeah, okay. I had another fun idea, which I might do at some point. Maybe not. I kind of want to do, like in the style of a Drew Gooden video where he buys everything he sees in one day, or he cooks every like recipe he sees in one day. I scroll through my Instagram for like a few times one day, and I draw all the draw this in your styles that I see just for the fun of it, because there's so fucking many of them. There's so many of them from people you follow and people you don't follow, or people you do follow who have participated in one, and you're like, wow, that's gorgeous, I should join. And I think as much as I love doing a draw this in your style, I also think that the amount of them is saturated to all hell, right? And if you're an artist or brand, God fucking forbid doing it, the chances of people participating, it feels like a luck of the draw thing now. Like you never know what's gonna pull someone's attention away, gonna make your DIY ass blow up. Things like that. I don't know. It would be fun. It would be fun. I feel like I could put a lot of thought into how that started as a trend and how that's going and what its purposes are nowadays. Yeah, I don't know. I could fuck around with that. I could play. We could. I have a lot of ideas, and I hope when I get employed, and again, that is a when I get employed, I will manifest it into existence. I have the steam to still continue working on these ideas without burning out. Because I feel like sometimes when I go insane on art, and that tends to be around art fight. Oh god, I'm so like fucking excited for art fight. When I burn out bad, it tends to be around art fight period. Because I'm drawing so much, and I'm fairly competitive when it comes to art fight. I'm spending a lot of time and energy into attacking the fuck out of things and defending and returning attacks I got the previous year, which I didn't quite get the chance to defend. So I'm just distracted by trying to get the thing on her fringe right. Ooh. Okay, that's doing a little video editing project. Editing down a 30-minute consultation. Hell yeah. Oh, you recorded that. Nice. I'm assuming it was good, therefore fun. And posterity to edit it down. I don't know what for, if not your own enjoyment, but hell fucking yeah. I was going. Yeah. Video editing is one of those things that I can do and have been forced to do, unfortunately, just as a Gen Z who entered the workforce for design and marketing. And bosses went, wow, you're young, you know how to use technologies and edits videos because all you young people are on TikTok. And I'm like, well, fuck it. I guess I'll learn how to edit videos and do it anyway. And I did. It is good to make you re-listen to the feedback properly. I see. Okay. Not posterity. Because well and truly I have had consultations and professors. I just want to go either to my classmates, groupmates, or the professor, go shove it. and I like to gloat about that. In no way you're sitting and listening to 30 minutes. Real. Understandable. I handwrite notes even in consultations. I never audio record them, I just take down notes, and if I'm lucky, the professor looks at my notes and tells me if I've missed anything or if I've misinterpreted anything on the spot. Or I just like on the spot echo it back to them and they can correct it. What works for everyone. Yeah. Fucking love handwriting notes. I love pen and paper just as is. And any excuse that lets me use pen and paper makes me happy. I'm kind of thinking about starting a paper journal again to write about normal everyday life in these unprecedented times. That's a joke. Just okay. I don't know if I said this on stream before, but my dream is to see if ink makes a notebook way more. And I want to write fully in a book and measure it before and after, and measure the pens I use before and after, and see if that works out, right? And I when I read books, I like to take notes physically as well, right? And like define words and phrases I haven't heard before, write down phrases that I like, things that relate to characters which I like, bits of writing that I like and would like to steal stylistically, things that are meaningful to me. I write that all down on paper. And then afterwards, my thoughts, if I have a lot of thoughts on a book, I'll write it down as well. Generally, I do. And it would be so funny to see if that makes a book heavier or not. Imagine that. And I think when I go back to my final semester in uni, that can be part of it, right? Like my school notebook can be one of the things I weigh. That would be fun. I need to stop thinking this would be fun and just do it. Right, because I'm reading books anyway. Ooh, Kina says she's just started reading 1984. Taken so many notes. Oh, fuck yeah. This is really, really funny. I literally have 1984 sitting on my drawing desk right now beside my tablet. I bought it in a bookstore a while ago because they had an edition with my favorite George Orwell. No, with my favorite cover design for 1984. And I wanted to get it because I'm quite sure it was a limited run in Singapore. It's the Penguin version where they have the title censored out, but you can rub it to feel the words pop up. And I look at it in the light, but like they're censored. Fucking not. Wanna do a book club thing? Fuck yeah. Hell fucking yes, I do. Let's do it. I haven't started it yet because I have a pile of library books that I chew through every like month or so, only a week before their due date. I'm working through a philosophy book now just to make sure I still hate philosophy as much as I do. No, that's the joke. That's the joke reason about it. It's just that I do think a lot of creative work are strengthened when they have a very strong philosophical principle behind it, and I want to be smart about that as well. So I'm reading a philosophy book that's a bit easier to chew. But yeah, fuck it. Let's do a book club thing. I'll start reading 1984 where we can talk about it. I've never actually done like a book club because I enjoy reading at my own pace. But I'm quite sure half of the time when I write extensive notes and thoughts on a book, it's because I want to think about it and process it, and it'll be fun if there's someone else will do it with. I have resorted to the sad act of watching YouTubers, like seeking out YouTubers to review a specific book that I've read just to see what someone else thinks about it and to make sure I haven't misinterpreted something. Ooh, Hono's at 88k points. Congrats. That's a very solid amount. If you wanted, if you wanted just a little doodle, you'd be real soon there. But I know you're not. I know you're not gunning for that, and that's all good. Oh, okay. I'm just thinking things that I read or watched. Yes, okay. This was I watched this year. Yeah. I watched the film The Watchers by Ishana Night Shyamalan, based on the book The Watchers by A.M. Shine, which I fucking enjoyed. I loved it. I wouldn't. Okay, it's not a perfect book, but God, did I enjoy it. It's a horror book about a woman who gets trapped in the what's it word? A woman who gets trapped in the woods with a group of strangers, and it's horrifying and claustrophobic, and it's what I want in a horror book. Reading my new thing, but you need to give me a chance to catch up. Real. I Yeah, you can always redeem it and then keep it in depth, but maybe not. What's I gonna say? Yeah, and if you have a specific idea in mind, you can let that brew in your head. Oh no, wait, no, you have one. You have you've already redeemed something. What was it? Ace Attorney related, or was that not? Or was that? I've written it down somewhere. I think did you, or did I go? If I forgot something, please let me know. Whoever wants to be. Yes. What if I said yes, huh? What if I want the universal experience of having depth? And because I've been spoiled to hell by my parents, I don't actually have that. Yes, you have. Okay, I forgot. Yes. Remind me again if what specifically you requested. If I've forgotten, and I'll get to it alongside the commissions that I owe people. I'm sorry, okay, now. My bad. What's I gonna say? Oh, right. I just realized so many of you have the little NASA logo beside your name. That's probably from watching the NASA live stream, and I need to do that. I so need to do that. I didn't know you get a badge from that. I've been popping in on YouTube, which I mean that works. That's fun. But like, I want a little NASA badge. That's so cute. Hoyo says, if you get 40k points on Kokoni's channel, and get her to draw your OC and Letty's outfit, you might you might get me to draw your OC as a Touhou character. I see. Yeah, it works. And even when you hit the oh, okay, sorry, I'm painting the lineup in the wrong layer. That's why it wasn't working. Hold on. God fucking damn it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So can I doing the pointing towards your page on Discord is in general chat. Ooh, okay. Ooh. I see. I didn't check. I've I haven't checked. Yes, okay. I will double check on anything you sent me about the Ace Attorney style point com, and I will get about that. Next time I stream, I'm thinking Thursday, I will probably get through the commissions which can be shown on screen, and I will draw the Okina then as well. Thanks for the reminder. My bad. Um, was I gonna color something else in? But only once you for Wordle. I'm not even gonna lie. That's kind of the only reason why I open Discord half the time. It's actually just to play Wordle. And then I forgot there's actual messages in there that people have sent to me. Uh, my bad. Yeah. Okay, I think this is about done. I think I might color in the liner on her legs as well. Just a slightly lighter brown than the current shade. just to give it that distinct silhouette still. Not silhouette, sorry, that distinct black outline contrast. But I feel like that very dark brown sticks out a bit strangely next to the flesh tone. So there we go. If a few touhou character outfits in mind, you could get me to draw your OC in. I think you've mentioned this before, right? Was it Marissa? Yeah. Yeah. I'm very curious. How many points are you up to on Kokone's channel? I've also seen recently that she has her art redeems are also time based, and that's honestly so smart. I might implement something like that. I'm such a slow drawer that I don't know how well that would work for me specifically. But yeah, I'll see. I'll see. Okay. I think this particular piece is about done, apart from some minor adjustments that I'll do in my own time to make sure it is print ready. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Marissa's one of okay. Yeah, then it must have slipped my mind what the other ones. It could because I know we've spoken about this on stream. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, I think okay, I'm gonna make a small adjustment to the line weight on her eyes. Because right now they're a little uneven on both sides, and that does not make me happy. Okay. Okay. Maybe no color in eyelids. It looks a little out of place because her eyes are red, but like the rest of her look is a very blue and green. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So happy with how this turned out. I'm gonna slap a big filter over it real quick just to see if I can make the color any bit more cohesive together. Did I miss the line out? Yes, I missed the line out layer in this. Ooh, that's not the right blending mode or the right color. Who knows? There's a few others I had in mind already. Channel the Yomo Ramila Flanger and Sakuya. Ah, okay. That's the entire 6 game cast. Hell yeah. But yeah, you'll have time either way to think about it. Even when you hit the points, you'll have some time. I'm assuming to like think about it and make your decision. So all's good. Okay, I'm happy with this. I might, yeah, bump the lighting down just a little bit so the contrast isn't that huge. About which one to start with here? I mean, just about what you are going to redeem. You know it's gonna be a drawing of your OC, but details like the outfit, you'll have time to think about it, even after you redeem. But yeah, you can just redeem and then like let me know a week afterwards, etc. No rush about that. And yeah, okay. The line width, and this eye. Okay. Okay. Let's go. I feel like I rarely finish art on stream, and I'm really happy that I have. Okay. Let's go on to the. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, that's not it. The other drawing of Sakata. Okay, I think it's getting a little late for me, so I'm gonna get in the base colors, and I think we'll call it a night. Oh, That's so not the right button again. There we go. I'm gonna stop braids real quick just in case. Now, oh hi Pan Pan, how are you? That not emote is so cute. Okay, I'm wondering. I'm gonna try not to edit the lines on this too much and get just the coloring the base layers cause thanks for shouting Pan Pan out, okay now. Thank you. Yeah, wrecked indeed. I don't want to over adjust the colors too much as I'm going to do. Ooh, Hono has 33.4K in Coco's channel. Hell yeah. That's truly the difference in the time zones and the amount we streamed recently. Uh, okay, no, before I get perceived a nerd, you cannot come in here and expect not to be perceived. Every time you're in here, you get perceived. I get wrecked indeed. I will adjust the line or shape on her hair because that does affect the coloring. The rest are gonna be just very minute adjustments, so like the little diamond patterns in her clothes, right? And since I'm painting the skin layer, or the skin on a different layer, it shouldn't be so bad to adjust. It's gonna be a bit annoying to adjust the clothing colors, but that's how it be. Um, yeah, it's this here, it's this. Hmm. It was just combine them back. The CC are wild on here. Right, I forgot. I forgot that those barely work. I know for a fact they straight up just do not know what I'm saying, and I need to go and find a plugin that actually works. Yep, I bought a ticket to Argentina. That's what I said. I'm using something I think built into OBS, if not the first plugin I found when I googled like stream closed captions. I've seen the one on Kokoni stream recently. They work perfectly. They know what she's saying quite accurately. Next time you stream, I shall ask what you use. I don't know if you are busy right now. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Maybe I need to stop. I so need to stop adjusting the lineup. Not busy, just tired. Ah, okay. If you know from memory what you do use for your closed captions, I am curious because yours work well. It would also, I think, benefit me to go poke around to see if any other Singaporeans or like Southeast Asians have closed captions that work and then see what program they use. Because I'm very sure it's mostly the accent that trips up any software. Because so you sent me the short you use. Thank you so much, Coco. I really appreciate that. Oh yeah. There's this transcription tool that one of my professors use for interviews and stuff. And it also cannot understand the Singaporean accent, but it gets, I'd say, I'm trying to think about like 80% of things correct. It struggles with proper nouns and place names more than anything, but general speech, someone says like, let's say I walked to the store, it can catch that, but the thicker Singaporean accents, it cannot. So it genuinely just might be the accent. We'll see. Mm. I literally cannot do what I say. I said thrice. I'm not gonna fiddle with a line. Yet here we are. That's for off screen stuff. Okay. Unrelated, I fucking love this song so much. I don't think you guys can see it on screen. It's Burn It Down by Boy Harsha. And the best time it's ever came on a shuffle, it was quite late at night. And we'd taken a bus out quite far for a school trip. And I was passing back home from an industrial estate. And with this being called Burn It Down and whatnot, it felt fitting. It's I can't explain. It's not a grunge song, but it has a very hazy grunge feel to it. Holy shit, streak. 30 stream streak. Congrats, Coco. Fuck yeah. 30 streams. Let's fucking go. That is so many Kuva stream. Despite how little I stream recently. I feel like it's a crime that it does. I don't think the Twitch points go much higher than 450 for stream streaks, and it feels like there's a certain point where they should be like so fucking high. Because it benefits not just the streamer but the platform that you are here consistently. They should give you that little treat, or they should let streamers set the reward viewers get for. Hold on, let me get this strand of hair for stream streaks because it'd be so funny. I don't know if there's anything special if you hit like say 365 because that would be fun to have a huge streak for, like streak bonus for. I'll look it up. For all I know, in the time I've been gone, they changed that, but like probably not. I believe if they did, someone would also have told me and not let me go on this funny little tangent. But yeah, I don't know what it's like where everyone else is, but I fucking love taking the bus at night, especially when it's a bit later and the streets are empty, and like the double decker ones where you can like, look down on things. The vibes are immaculate. Fucking love it. The length of this section of skirt is not equal to the rest, and that's upsetting me. Hold on. I am thinking that while I still have a slight discount on public transport since I'm a student, I want to do the MRT speedrun. I don't know if fellow Singaporeans or people outside of it have seen people on Reddit and YouTube who do MRT speedruns where the goal is to, I think, take visit every platform basically, right? Go take a train, reach, pass, hit every stop, hit every of the train stops. You can get out, you can take the bus, you can stop to eat. You just need to visit every stop. I want to do that so fucking badly. That sounds like so much fun. Top 10 unemployed behaviors ever. Top 10 student behavior ever, because you get a public transport discount. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna hit something real quick. I'm gonna hit the hydrate real quick for me and for all of you. I've taken a little drink for myself, but if you're listening in, I think you should take a little sip of water as well. I've just got mildly warm water in a thermos. And that's very nice because I've been speaking for a while. Some of the lines on the hair still aren't making me happy. Yeah, I'm gonna edit this one as well. I hope all of you have some water nearby. If not, I think an ad break is coming soon. Go take a little drink. When that comes about, hydration is important. Something about okay, something about this section here feels off. It just doesn't make like sense for the hair to behave like that. Coco, yeah, big hug. I think having a little message for the hug our pet comment would be cute because I've seen people comment and use them. Hmm. I'll figure out the hair overnight. I'll go to bed after this, and then I will wake up and decide what to do with that hair. Hmm. I think we will go for a little longer streaming today. I'm getting a little eepy, but I also need to stay up late. My sister is out. She'll be out late, but she didn't bring her keys, so I'll get the door for her. And I'll need to be up past midnight anyway. I might as well stream for a little while more. Okay. That's in about 15 seconds. I might take a break actually, just to get more water. I've got water in a thermos, but it's cooled down since I started streaming, so it's not as warm as I'd like it to be. It's just like a smidge warmer than room temperature, which still isn't fun. So yeah, I think I'll take a break and I'll go get a bit more water. If you don't have any water with you, you should go grab some as well. See you soon. After I finish this eye, because I'm gonna forget about it when I come back. Okay, enjoy the music. I'll see you in about 3 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good break. I went to get more warm water and we're out of warm water in the kettle. So I hit the clean button. There is like a cleaning button, which I personally have never hit before. And I don't think I did it right. Well, we'll see. I'll check back on it after stream. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for no. Yeah, I... we'll see. We'll see. It's kind of funny how many touhou characters have red eyes. Mm, I'm quite sure within this game that first like three out of four bosses have red eyes from my memory. Might be four out of four. For all I know, and like two of the playable characters have red eyes. It also occurred to me that the fingers are a bit off. Like they should wrap around the hilt of the sword a bit knife. Yeah, wrap around the knife. It shouldn't be flat and flush with the edge of the knife. Mm. Oh my god, okay, this is. I just realized that since I haven't streamed much since my last convention EOI, I haven't spoken a lot about it yet. I have a series of stickers which are Genshin characters with their signature food. And the first con I ever had them at, it didn't sell well. And I was like, yeah, I guess that's a whole year fatigue. That's fine. And like cons, I'll do less of them. But then the last con I had, they sold quite nicely. And someone bought like three of them and went, nice design. And I feel so encouraged to do more. They just take quite a bit of time because I'm very picky about how food drawings look. Because I feel personally any food drawing must be appetizing. You have to, your mouth has to water while you're drawing it or while you're looking at someone draw it. So it also takes me a while. And also to like position the characters with the food and make sure they're not like too lopsided stickers, if that makes sense. Right? Like if it's a plate of food, how does it not look like an L shape where there's a plate and then the character standing beside it, something like that. Yeah, I want to do more of those very much. Okay. Oh my god, editing the shape of the diamonds on the clothes will drive me insane. So that is a job for after stream, or if I feel like going a bit longer once we're done with the base colors. Oh, thanks for the lurk, Coco. Have a good lurk. Thanks for joining us. Have you guys ever gone back through certain playlists or certain sections of like your entire like songs folder and just realize how much of a time capsule it is? Because that happens to me. Sometimes when I look back to my liked songs from when I just joined Spotify, I would like entire albums ago, even though I didn't like or listen to some songs on the album. Right, so they're just there when I shuffle my like songs all together. I'm like, oh, there it is, but then I immediately skip it. I know at the first like 5 seconds of that song stuck, and then none of the rest, and I feel just a little bad. But I quite like some artists like discographies as a whole. They are just some songs like that. Then sometimes it don't fit the vibe. Some songs have become vibe songs to all the time songs simply because they've been in the like playlist for so long. But yeah. I'm trying to think if I should play one of them because I'm feeling it. I like this playlist a lot. There's a specific playlist of songs which are a bit more chill but still with vocals, so they're a bit songs with vocals generally, which are more chill, so they're better for streaming with. It's not like I go for instrumentals. I just felt like vocals music today. God, her eyes are really nice. Like, kind of explain it, but they're so like piercing. I know I've done them in like, a completely different style to the one with um a different style from the one that I have for Eternity. But I just have like a bunch of touhou stickers with different eye styles at this point, and I'm just gonna do what feels right for each character. She's a bit more of a serious girl. The big round cartoony eyes that Eternity have doesn't quite suit her. So yeah. Okay. This song, hold on, let me pull up Spotify so you guys can see the name update. It's an acoustic version of a metal song I really like. And it's a bit of a risk. I don't know if it's gonna be too high energy. Ooh, you guys couldn't see the songs yet. Oh. I'm gonna try adjust the angle of her eyebrows a bit so they don't clash with her bangs and that doesn't work. Actually, I might just change the shape of her bangs full stop. Yeah, I might adjust this shape real quick before I fully draw and color in her hair so it just doesn't clash with her eyes and eyebrow shape too much. Hmm, I'm trying to think. Trying to think. Her hair in the reference in her original art is a lot thinner than this, if it makes sense. You can see her bangs there. They are coming down in like 4 or 5 strands. I've just kind of simplified it into 2 big strands and tucked them to the side so they're out of her eyes because I think they're very striking. But you can see the full eyes. Wonder if that's the right play or not. Oh well. I'll keep coloring in. I'll change it if it need be. I'm gonna make her hair just a bit grayer as well. For the time being, again, I can push it, put up the brightness a bit more if I don't like this. But just to make it a bit more accurate to the canon hair color. Yeah, she is kind of an older lady-ish by Toho standards. Quite sure I made her hair a bit brighter, slightly brighter gray because I did the initial color sketch on a pure white background. Now that I have a gray background, it seems too light. That's probably fine. I think the EP is setting in. I'm struggling to form sentences. Hmm. Oh, all right, and also just to make sure it has enough contrast to her knife, which is very much the dull gray of the background. Her hair is also a lighter bluish gray. Yeah. Hmm. Really, really like her dress. She's a bit. Oh, hello, CSP. Do you want to load, please? All right. I'm saving this as a time lapse. I forgot to do that with the Eternity one. Hmm. I have this saved as a time lapse and I forgot that CSP takes quite a while to save time lapses. Okay, that's all good now. Mm, what is? Oh right, okay. There's a bit of hair here. This should be hair. Hmm. I'm gonna try real quick to see if I can not change, but yeah, cut out this diamond in the sleeve and make the line width thicker to match the overall sleeve silhouette. This one is, oh, hello, I'm on the right layer. I'm not on the right layer. This one also can be. Yes, to show that it was cut out. If that looks weird, I'll fix it. I think it's alright. We'll do a less deep cut, but we'll make sure it's readable as the diamond in her sleeve. There we go. Something like that. Yeah. Not perfect, but if it's readable, that's fine. Okay. I really, I like her design. I love her dress. It's one of the things I think I was mentioning it yesterday last stream, where Zun's designs began to play a bit more with like form and oh, it's just occurred to me there are some diamonds. I'll have to figure out what is or isn't skin colored. Oh well. Hmm. Hmm. Shit. These here will be clothes color. This will be skin. This clothes. This is clothes. I feel like it looks weird, but it might just be me because I'm not used to seeing her dress in my style, especially not in like cute, simplified chibi style. Oh well. I also think I'm gonna make this orange, yeah, orange section a bit more saturated and this yellow a little brighter. I try to get them all into the roughly same-ish warm underlying tone. But I do think it would be nice if they got darker in value. So yeah. So if this yellow was like that, the orange is a bit deeper in value. Something like this, yes, yes. Bit brighter. Maybe I'm gonna make it a bit okay. Yes, like that. And I think the red is fine as is. If not, I might bump it to be less saturated but a little brighter. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Less saturated on the grid was what I needed, I think. We'll put it on the bowl for her sword as well. Mm, the sleeves and the knife are not the same color. Yes. Okay. I'm looking at the little notch I made in her sleeve, and I'm not sure if it's the right decision. Because now it looks a little funny. Hmm. Because of this notch here in the bottom of the sleeve, right? Like you can see like the dress as well, they kind of tear in the bottom. Hmm. I feel like they don't 100% read very well together. Yeah. And especially not with the because she's like arms on her hips and all that. Okay. What if I what if I ignore oops undid too much? What if I could lessen the notch in this bottom of her sleeve or move it inwards a bit more. I think moving it inwards is the right call. And then we'll edit the diamonds as a whole on this shoulder. So there's only one notch we can see. And it doesn't intersect too much with her dress. Yes, I think this probably works better. Yeah. Yeah. And oh, okay. Then that means there will be two big diamonds here, which won't cut off the edge of the sleeve. I'll have to remember to draw her arm back in the little gap. Okay. Hmm. Oh my god, why is it suddenly difficult to draw a diamond? Hmm. I need to remember to fill back in some spots on the orange. I think I'm gonna make it a deeper orange still. Yeah, I think we'll make it a deeper orange just so it's not too big of a jump in saturation between the orange and the red. Yeah, the diamond shouldn't be any bigger than the ones on the other sleeve or on the dress, and I think these are fine. I feel like the angle is off. And I know in the original art they are more elongated, they're less. I'm drawing them more squarish than they are in the original art, but that's fine. It's stylized, it's all squished, it's all cute. The angles of them are off, and that's what's cheesing me. Okay, this will do. Alright. Yeah. Well, this. I think that the little notch on this arm also, I'm not big on anymore. Okay, we'll put that back in and draw the diamond, and because it's really only half the diamond, we can all pretend together that we still see the fabric on the other side of it. I'm gonna fix this bit and some of the line width stuff on the rest of her arm as well, because that's been bothering me the whole time I've been looking at it. Hmm. What am I? Okay, that's okay. All right, then we'll put the color on her hair back in to fill in that spot. And now let me, I don't know if you can see it on screen, right? But that's like, okay, that's a good orange. I'll deepen the yellow a bit to match that and the red then. But that's just like a pixel where it didn't fill in when I use the bucket tool, and that annoys me. Actually, now that I think about it, Clip Studio has some selection tool that fills it in. I think it's underneath the bucket, right? Paint unfilled area. Oop, that's not that's not what I meant to hit. Hold on. Where it's not, or is my paint unfilled area a bit too tolerance is a bit off? Hmm. I'm gonna fiddle around with that real quick just to see if that is the issue. It's not upping the tolerance because that's doing nothing. Not lowering the tolerance. I'm guessing it's just a bit too small a hole for it to detect properly. Oh well, that's okay. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, now let's color in her sleeves. I should probably get rid of this fold here. Wrong layer. It is supposed to be where the cloth folded, but it's just distracting and makes it really difficult to read because this detail is going, this area is going to be very small but detail filled. So when I print it out, it's going to be even smaller and harder to like make out clearly. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now this one feels like it's a little out of place. It should be closer to the edge of the sleeve. Okay, there we go. Sleeve time. I keep saying, sorry about that. I keep saying I'm not going to edit line art yet. Here we are. But hi, Proof. What's up? I've been pretty alright. How are you? I've been busy, but I'm streaming now. I'm happy to be back. It's very fun. God blast indeed. We are drawing touhou chibis today for convention stuff in the future. Doing good. Got a new job recently. Nice. Hell yeah, have you been enjoying that? I have a job interview later this week for a job that I actually want, and I'm nervous about that, but I'm also hopeful. I'm so hopeful I get it. Thanks for shouting proof out, okay now. Okay. Right, there's white lace in her outfit as well, Jahogor. Job's going well. It's your second day today. Ooh. Okay, yeah, glad to hear it's okay. I hope you enjoy it more. And like as time goes on as well. And it's not just not your honeymoon phase. I don't know. To be fair, I feel like most jobs feel a bit better the longer you get settled into them. And yeah. Am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something in this. Hmm. Oh, right, I am forgetting the white lace on the rest of her dress. I'm just gonna grab the white from the highlight of her knife. And I'm on the wrong layer again. Okay. I'm getting a little sleepy, I think. Once I'm done with the lace, we'll call it for the night and read out. Yeah. Okay, I think that's the base colors for this done. I'm gonna change the background to white so it becomes. Oh, great. Yep, Clip Studio's lagging bad because I click save and it does that. Okay. Yeah, ooh. Okay, it's got a gray. It looks a little gray overall, but then again, her character is kind of like that. Oh, hope you continue to enjoy job in the future, but it's tiring. It's like logistic stuff, so you're running around a lot. I see. Yeah, no, I can see that. That do be tiring, man. But yeah, it's tiring, but you can always adjust to that. And then if you're in there long enough and make friends with coworkers, that's when the job becomes fun. But yeah, I think okay. We are going to rate out now. Thank you everyone who's joined me. It's getting late where I am and I'm pretty sleepy tired. I'm very happy with our progress that we've had today. Um, Everyone who's joined us a little later, we finished coloring this chibi earlier in the day. This is Eternity Lava from Touhou Project. I'm not sure if the rendering will read very well, and I really lost the little sticker, but that's for me to fix in a little while. And yeah, we've got the base colors and lineup down. Okay, we got the base colors down and lineup edited for Sakata over here. Also from Touhou Project. Enjoy your night time zone. Yeah, enjoy your time zone, everyone. Thank you, profile. We will get our great messages out. First one's for followers, second one's for subscribers. I don't actually know who I'm reading right now. Let me just check who is live. I will keep the art up on screen so everyone can enjoy. I'm really happy how Sakata is starting out. I don't think I've drawn her before. Right? I don't. Oh, Mito is live. Ooh, I really. Ooh, okay. Okay. I got distracted. Letty live. Letty. Ooh, Imp live. Sajini live. Blopkins live. Blopkins live. Nishiku live. Juniko live. So many people live. If anyone has suggestion, let me know. If not, oh wait, no, Plant of Wisdom is having a late birthday stream. No, let's read Plant of Wisdom. They are a fellow artist. I think I've rated into them before. They've got the most fucking gorgeous art of all time. Absolutely stunning, beautiful, most beautifully rendered everything. Thanks for stream. Thanks for joining me, Ukina. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Lurkers, chatters, followers, suppers, blowing you all a big kiss. Really appreciate all of you joining me today. Despite that, I know this being quite a busy period for a lot of uni students in Singapore as well. I had fun. We will say hi. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Plant is on 7 hours of stream. Let's wish Plant a belated happy birthday and a good stream. I had a really good time. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.